What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Kart 6T3, brought to you by Track Tac Tire Treatments. Do you need a prep program for your karting operation? Do you have questions about what the products do? Go ahead and shoot them this way. I will do my best to get you answers about the wonderful, most comprehensive prep line out there. My name is Ben, in case you didn't know, and if you didn't mind hitting a like on this video, that would be super. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I see a lot of you have subscribed. I continuously see that number grow. I can't thank you enough for coming back by. So, no car talk this week. That was really hit or miss. It was, some people enjoyed it, and it was okay by me. Like, legit, I could have talked the entire hour. I was coming home because I have lots of, thoughts about this and that after a race day, but the video did okay. Not that that's really a determining factor. I do videos on topics I want to do or I feel need to be done regardless of the view count, so I'm not driven by that. I just kind of do what I think is good information, warranted, whatever. So there's that. But so when I was racing, race, do well, second, fifth. Hey man, that's my fourth ever time in a clone. I will take a second and fifth, top 5 speed. Cool. I will. That's absolutely awesome. Which I'll bring up that a bunch of people commented. They're like, "You look heavy in the 350 class." You're correct. 385 in the 350 class. So if you're wondering about starts, that's kind of why. Speaking of starts, this topic might interest you. Okay, anyway, where I was going with that is I race and everything. We're sitting at the tech shed, and I was talking with Alex Carmody, who finished directly ahead of me in Clone 350, and he says, "Are you going to do a video on titanium?" And I said, yes. I had planned on it. There's just so many things karting related, racing related, that I want to get these videos in, and I can't do them all. I got to space them out, or else honestly I'll burn myself out doing these. I could legit just film every single day and talk about a different topic, because karting is karting, but karting is racing, and aspects of racing all intertwined with one another. So there's a whole bunch of that. But he brought up titanium, and he says, you're going to do a video on that, and I'm like, yes. Now, full disclosure, I don't have any titanium parts, so this is all theory. This is what my brain is, and it's not, maybe it's partially backed up, because we do Dirt Kart Racer on Thursdays. Sorry, we missed a show, but Wesley and I have talked about this and some of the pros and cons of titanium. So what are the pros? I believe it is the strongest metal to weight ratio metal there is out there. So what are you getting? You're getting excellent durability, you're getting strength, you're also getting lightness. And that is, I think, probably the driving factor behind why it's the buzzword, it's the buzz product of now. You'll see this every now and again. Things will happen in the karting industry to where everybody's all about this. This is how to get this much speed. Years ago, they were putting little panels on the inside of like burst 33s to stiffen the sidewall, gluing them on the inside. That was all the rage. Before that, it was needling. I still needle tires occasionally, but there's you get what I'm saying. There's these hot button topics that everybody's got to have, and it's a new thing. Titanium's been around, obviously, for a very long time, knowing full well it's super strong, it's super light, but it has now kind of made its way into the karting industry in things like axles and clutches and bolts. And this is just, if you're as a weight thing, if you're looking at being too heavy, and you're looking to spare some weight on your kart, it's a good way. Replace all your hardware with titanium stuff, super strong, super light, less rotating mass. And that's, when I say less rotating mass, is where we get into the clutch parts, where we get into the axle, brakes, etc. So the discussion Wesley LeBlanc and I had on this is, you gain, but you give up. And there is a lot of yin-yang in karting, in racing in general. So where is the gain? Why is this the buzzword? It is essentially takeoff. Your burst off of the corner is going to be faster because your power to weight ratio is going to be higher. The lighter you make your drivetrain, i.e. your clutch to your rear axle, all that stuff, the lighter that is, the less power it takes your engine to propel the kart forward. The lighter in general you are, that power is maximized for what you're doing. So you're thinking, burst off corner, you're thinking restarts, you're thinking that, the faster the engine spools up, the faster you get going, that type of scenario. On the yang side of that, of the yin-yang, on the yang side of that, if you're, say, on a bigger track, that you lose momentum. So that's reciprocating weight. Once you get all that weight, say you don't have titanium back there, say it's all steel products and it's all standard type stuff, there is an element of carryover. So into the chute, into the corner, the momentum of the heavier parts are still going to carry you a little further into the corner. Is this a good or bad thing? Alex and I kind of, at the end of when we're talking at the tech barn, it is definitely probably a benefit on shorter tracks to where, you're on and off the gas, and you need that jump out of the corner. You need, once you pull down underneath someone, that spooling up of the engine and components is definitely going to be beneficial to getting passes done. So on a bigger track, it may not be as crucial, the momentum type of thing, but I don't think you're going to see the bigger difference. There is a huge cost that comes with titanium. Titanium is very expensive. Titanium clutches are very expensive. Titanium axles. All these things are a cost thing, so not everybody's going to be able to afford them. Some are, and great. Also, I will mention this. I kind of thought there is an amount of axle flexion that happens. So when you're running a chromoly, when you're running a standard steel type composition for your rear axle, when you get into titanium, it's even stronger. So my assumption is, obviously I've never run one. My assumption, much like aluminum, is you're going to lose some of the bounce, some of the, if you want a real stiff rear axle, fantastic. I think that's great. And it's going to play into it, say, a real hard fast track. That might be an element. But if you're on a softer track, you may want that steel to mold and bend with it. So there's going to be a bit of this. There's no way there can't be. But you're going to lose that bendability in the rear axle as soon as you go to something like titanium. So I think it's fantastic. I love to see new products. I'm not, this isn't, oh, you don't really need it. I'm never that guy. If you can afford to do it, if you can find the benefit in it, if you can find the benefit on your short track, to spooling up, some of these companies are amazing. I love it that they're coming out with new products. I think our sport needs to progress, however you want to say it, forward, or else, there needs to be changes to keep things fresh. And titanium seems to be the buzzword. Titanium seems to be the thing that's going to help. Would I run a titanium clutch? Absolutely. Would I run titanium axle? Sure, I'd try it. And think I could probably stand to lose a couple pounds on it. Do I think that replacing all my hardware with titanium is really going to make that big of a difference on, at my weight? Probably not. For the classes I happened to be trying to run this past weekend, but I should probably upgrade, probably go to a 400 class or something like that, being I'm a little thicker. I'm thicker than a Snicker. I'm like 212 pounds, something like that. Anyway, I think it's fantastic. Like I said, I think the progression of the sport it's bound to see changes, and titanium seems to be the latest thing. I'll put down, I think there's a clutch company, parts, I think JC Specialties, and there's going to be a whole lot of kart shops now offering titanium parts because it's the latest thing. But I'm pretty sure that JC Specialties and a bunch of others are going to be offering them. Another place out of PA, and as soon as I think of it, I'll put Anything I can think of, I'll try and put down in the drop-down menu as always, so you guys have that information if you are considering doing that. But I think this is, it's nice to get back to a video. I am doing stuff. I'm going to go to a amusement park with my family today, so I needed to get this video done, but there's plenty of time to edit the video if I need to. Unlike last week, I didn't give myself enough time. It's forever behind the 8 ball, forever procrastinating to the last minute. It's just the way I am. I mean, I've been on this earth for 47 years and been this way the entire time. So anyway, I really appreciate every single one of you coming by. As always, remember, Track Tack products. This is the channel sponsor. If you want some of the most comprehensive tire prep products out there, look to Track Tack. Just, boy, that was a terrible promo, isn't it? Anyway, Track Tack products. I can't thank you enough for coming on board Kart 6T3, and I guess we will see you in the next video. Later.